as expected. So now we believe in him as a country, because ama-tactics uyawazi yena, kodwa nje ibhola nje asidlale elihle. Lokho kumele sikusho. Ama-results ahamba kahle kodwa ibhola asidlali elihle.
Hi, my name is Tandi Merafe, Media Officer, Orlando Pirates Football Club. You're listening to Massive 11 on Massive Metro.
All right, welcome back to Massive 11 and Massive Metro. Thank you so much for those voice notes. Of course, yeah, man, it is what it is. A lot of your voices and a lot of sentiment echoing exactly the dissatisfaction. If you were watching that game started at 9 and it ended after 11. Now, if you stay up for that, at least be entertained. I know that this is international football. The most important thing are points. But whatever your performance is, it should give you an indication of how you're going to do it tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You can't really just you go for a win. And someone was even saying that, there's a link between our win against Ghana the first time around and even the one that we won yesterday. Yeah, but there's a way that we're playing that is not encouraging. But of course, Bafana playing Ghana will break down those permutations. But your reaction to some of the people as well? I mean, a lot of the people now, I don't know what happened yesterday, but for some reason, people keep on wanting praise on the performance, but the performance there's nothing to be praised about it. But I think now with the voice notes that we're hearing a different tone. A lot of people were dissatisfied with that. What was your feeling as a fan when you were watching yesterday? As a fan, just as a South African fan, when you were watching yesterday?
Angithi sibe mawuyifan kumele uyifan eneqiniso. Izolo asikhulumela igame yizolo. You cannot ufuna ukuwina udlale ngama NK2. You playing egroundini whereby nilijwayele. Le team njengeZimbabwe ama players yes abukhama bajwayele ukudlala lapha, but others they played, it was the first time or second whatever badlala kulela ground. Ngikhuluma nge-FNB playing home, you want kune goal different, you can tell ukuthi bowungakori, but the system yakho does it allows you to create so many chances now. If uzodlala too defensive every time you approach game nga-4 at the back, in the middle and double anchors, whether you're playing home against a team that is already out.
Yeah.
Leo Matota mhlamba abantu azange mangizoyibeka izobuyela engcondweni ke click ukuthi you wanna a team out. Phumile iZimbabwe u-attack ngaback 4. Okay, back 4 akihleli. And then labantu abala emidlini can't play ngenke1 and then ufake athi umuntu njenge more offensive here in the middle. Labantu abayi4 mhlambe they can stay there ngoba vele iZimbabwe they've got nothing to lose. Labantu abokhama bebadrop abayilapha yana embizeni ngoba bashiye nganamuntu up front. They didn't want to score. They run even behind. They didn't play to score. They were circulating the ball, side even inside, but babuyele backwards like umrabaraba graph ngakufuna ukudla. Yeah, bona in terms of technique they look much better than us and far better, especially babonile badlala 4-4-2. Sometimes kube 4-3. Ba security ibhola malisuka la emidlini at the back linokutouch most ithi into game in touch wonke umuntu before lizoye center. Sometimes nokutouch abantu abayi3, you hardly see ibhola touch umuntu one lingene center. Either touch i3 or touch i4 at the back lingene center. Mangene center akusi must ukuthi yiwo ngithi bebangafuna ukora. Even if he's got a chance to turn, nobody want to run behind ukuthi bangadlala. Bonke balifuna enyaweni. And noma niphethe ibhola ke iZimbabwe bangena phakathi so amawinga wabo yila ngibone khona ukuthi instruction was like kumapesa stay there,
Practice game.
yeah, I know we out but I'm building something for in future yabo. And enye into ukukhulumela kule performance ayizolo,
Yeah.
enye into engishaye kakhulu ngomzansi South Africa, we didn't create so many chances even noma ungizwe khona ukuthi indlala bad but didn't create ama chance. Into esiyenzile siduze ibhola more than anything else. And ukuluza ibhola ngepass is bad too. Lose balithatha enyaweni like trying to bypass somebody. If you're gonna lose the ball ngepass, you look like ngathi awulazi this.
Yeah.
Who you were passing? Because the muntu lo you shoot and see show. Whatever you doing, you shoot and see show. Ngoba mawunga-check Nkululeko ukike ntola kabi crane. Mawungamcheck ukuthi clever. Uyakena ukucheat umjita adlala half wing. Mabambeka left udlala half wing ngena phakathi. You hardly see him taking somebody a step over. Uba pretty ungena phakathi.
Oh yeah, the one thing that you Nongane were picking up uthi kuMakhanya is that we avoid the byline because he knows he doesn't have the pace to outpace any fullback. Yeah. We avoid That's why zonke ibhola zakhe zingena
Uyangibamba?
ngaphakathi uyakhatha in.
That's why Stellenbosch ke babe slam ama-team ne-Sundowns yenzile ngaye kule game le badliwa kuyo le khona igame ebadliwa is 2 ungene phakathi makangena phakathi 3 minutes 50 mile la when it goes to somebody i-left back bavala iline noma akho ngigame ePirates umenzile ukuthi babashanga transition uvala iline so mele angene phakathi and makangena phakathi udibana nomunye umuntu kuba nzima ukuthi adlale either idlala square or backwards. So Nkululeko ivaru.
Yeah. Would you say it was an opportunity lost yesterday? I mean, this is because the thing is, what people need to understand is that when you play international football, you have to be very serious and understand the permutation. If South Africa, for example, defeated Zimbabwe 3-0, bekuzomele iGhana ishaye South Africa about 3 or 4-0. You know, but because we won 1-0, it means any scoreline Ghana see win. Unfortunately for us, we are out. Do you think yesterday was an opportunity lost? Because as you are saying, Zimbabwe was not interested in scoring.
Nkululeko, any chance with South African football. Ngomzansi bekumele siwine le game ngabo 3 ngoba njoba ngisho ucoach ngiyamuzwa ukuthi asihlala ngagrand. You want a fluid ibhola liflow, ne? You play maximum football. Abantu abake-ready mara you say pump the ball. Mawuzodlala nga-2 enkasi na back 4 emile. Awusi-believe ukuthi ibhola mele liqale emuva li-circulate ukuthi ni-surprise ama-opponent. Lizophumela ngaphandle umane uyakhuluma uvuka upress. Udlala ama-long ball. Ayida mali yaka-right back alibuye le. Diagonal. Ufuna ihlongwane. Mali ngale ufuna ukicken. But now, i-support mawuphasa ukicken. Pesitao is running ibhola angeka travel.
Yeah, someone was saying Pesitao had a bad performance yesterday. What do you think is the challenge? I mean, Pesitao is not going to be certainly a bad player overnight, but let's analyze the performance. Yeah, he's all.
Yeah.
What do you think went wrong yesterday?
One, running, made a position. You can't run all over. If you play force number 9, you must be running to distances, certain distances. If you zoba lapha box, in terms of, for example, maslala wide, either run up like behind umuntu, like ukoba irani yako, like far. You understand? Sifuna lama pocket tina. If you dlala number 10. But mangabu dlala like bamdlala is force number 9 mbonile. Umakhopa him and no pace by changer. Lentwana leya akusumuntu o proper understand the game. Umuntu one unenkinga ukuthi una distinct ukuthi ibhola malingalenda la nyashuta. But ama principles of game lampana ka understand. Lampana upace izolo beka mconfuse ngani. Aka understand umfana upace sometimes ungizwe. Ulanda iporanera. Ene makalanda iporanera lentwana ime phambi kwakhe. Like mele ngabe kuphaswa yona arani like phambi kwayo. When he got the ball akadlali 1-2 nayo. You want to play wide, I will support the wide. Eboxing kube khona bani. So mangitu run all over. Akubeyangekho dangerous kuleyo. You were hardly see him run behind the stadium.
Do you think it evidence Mahopa? I mean, Utso loves him, but I think you know, the one thing that people need to appreciate about what we do, these guys, some of them we've watched them over a season 40 times, some of them 30 times. That means 90 minutes times 30. It's like you see enough within 5 games. Evidence Mahopa had a bad Olympic Games. But of course, they were saying he's signed for Orlando Pirates, loaned back to Ibaroka. Also, a lot of other people as well feel Masinga go evidence Mahopa. But I think there is a technical thing, like you were breaking it down now. Technically, with regards to your development, even in understanding your game, there are elements of him that are really lacking, and I don't think he's got space to improve unless he's got a personal trainer, a former striker that could maybe add maybe 5%, but still I don't think it's going to be like a world-class striker.
Kuleo, so late for him. Another thing, also Kulmang natural talent. He's got a big heart, natural talent. With less resources, Goma respect United.
Yeah.
But in Pego Manyama game too. Yamfana game uyawadlala. You can tell with ikhona talent la uyawa champion age. Yamfana lo yena ushama principles we game. One, tripping a problem.
Yeah.
Second, ukuvulela ibhola unenkinga. Third, we use the technique wrong.
What is ukuvula ibhola?
Ukuvulela ibhola ukudlala off the ball. Like ibhola mawulapha, you can create a goal by not touching the ball. If you run, mhlambe sideways, somebody run, la usuka khona.
So you are attracting number 4, a defender, uthi hambe nawe to create space for number 10 wako.
Ungamplay mu pace yesterday, but him as well. Umile nje umfana. So lo mfana, somebody is pushing him. Either it's an agent, he has never raised their hand. Mangabu cabanga mu Olympic, my brother. Udlala intanga zakho da. Olympics, and then you coming to World Cup qualifiers, you play. mabrada angeke usitshele nge-age bekukhike intoni nangakhi uma ngabe uzositshela nge-age ukuthi ubuilding and stuff ngenza example khola bomshishi-ke badlale lapha la kudlalelwe mfana or bona bokhemiti Nkululeko you know khemiti can be injury if he's injury free noma ngabe akadlali ngoba ucoach ababiza amaplayer angadlali le coach lo yiko ngithi sometimes unokukhuluma into aphinda aziconfusene mabrada lo mfana lo evident he has played so many games ma-Olympic bamgayela i-chance ayiqala ngithi ngibone udlala intanga zakho you fail to have a shorter target ukuvulela ibhola ubheke or ucreate ispace ekeli short target create space for yourself ukuthi ushoot khona ibhola leGhana leli liphuma enyaweni ispy2 leli la ka-Ofori lami la finish striker uma useboxini uhlala uready amehlahlala makhulu le bhola limchayisa la kungana umuntu ebhaleni ukhiphela ngaphandle bekuyichance ukuthi akore lapha kuthiwa no the boy scored nge-World Cup qualifier ukuthi ukore kanjani doesn't matter so now lamjita loya right is nowhere to improve now umfana for now asimene reality ngibukele nakubarokho ukuthi mina ngiyibona le Olympic la mfana bekumele bamiyeke akadlale ngikhuluma nge-club level leave him adlale probably if it is done well Sundowns Chiefs or whatever or Pirates bamlethe
because my fear is that I know you're involved with development. You have your academy, you have your players. Nami, I've been involved with LFA football since I was 2019 up to this point and getting coaching badges. Abanda bakhulu ngokufana. I don't want people to say Evidence Makhope is a good striker. He's not. He is not. But at the same time, in the same breath, I think maybe he can do with some help. But he will get help so that he can become a decent striker with DSTV Premiership, not at an international level.
Right.
Level maybe could be a DSTV Premiership. I think he can get someone to help him. Any former striker, Amsize, he can add 10% to his game. Unfortunately, my fundamentals, you get them when you are under 9, under 8. If you skip them there, spacer, unfortunately. But I think maybe if he can get someone to help him, maybe he can be a decent DSTV Premiership, but not international. I agree with you. We are push international.
Yeah, but ngoba nje manje omunye umuntu might think ukuthi bam-expose ukuthi abe-green uthola ukuthi am-expose to the bad thing manje phela everybody is starting to see bafuna ukwazi what is he bringing akekho umuntu oringa ngayo Bafana and unokudlala mhlambe boma-deck 80 minutes bamkhiphe kusele 10 minutes zolo uyiqalile ngiyezwa uPace was off because uPace we know what he can do him has brought nothing we understand so ngiyaxolisa and njengoba lapha baningi abantu ababavalele ama-opportunities even ngiyaxolisa Nkululeko hayi kabi ne ucoach wenza iblanda bengekakore vele khona lo mfana lapha ama-chances ukuthi lo mfana ngaze create bekumele amane ucoach adlale ngayo lo mfana Brooks and then ayisuphezi lapha.
All right, there you go. On the other side of the halftime, we continue with the Bafana saga with your voice notes as well and everything else in between. Khanye, Nkululeko Nkewu, Justice Shabalala, and Offensive Pilia High. We are live on Massiv Metro, MassivMetro.com. MassiveMetro.com. That's the website where you'll find a clear and perfect sound to the show.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Questa. Dakar, Mr. Hyena. Yes, sir. And you listening to Massive Metro. Stay tuned.
This just in. Vaccines
are what?
I think vaccines are
COVID
I've got a friend who's been vaccinated. My uncle and his
Everyone's vaccinated.
Vaccination, it's your passport back to the things you miss. Fact.
Feel confident. Knowthefacts.co.za. Get a vaccination. Sanlam. Live with confidence. Sanlam is a licensed FSP.
Win big with the Big 5 Stockville Bonanza. Stand a chance to win your share of prizes with over 5 million rand guaranteed. Buy any 3 of the Pioneer Foods Big 5 brands from your nearest store. Dial star 120 star 55511 hash to enter. To unlock even more Stockville prizes, register with our Siangoba Stockville WhatsApp Club. Registration is free. Simply WhatsApp hi to 087 240 5188. T's and C's apply.
We all need a boost of energy every now and then, and Reboost Energy is the drink that gives you the boost you need when you need it. Let us know why you need an extra boost for the day by using the hashtag RiseWithReason, and you could win 2,500 Rand every Monday and Wednesday morning to help you boost your week. And if you share a photo of you holding a can of Reboost, you could go into a weekly draw to win 5,000 1,000 Rand every Friday to help you boost your weekend. Remember to use the hashtag RiseWithReason to win. Get the boost you need with Reboost Energy. Rise with Reason. Only on Massive Metro.
Nkululeko, my brother. Ke le dumedise ka la studio, ke dumedise pelo wena, ke dumedise abuti ntho Junior Khanye monna bohale ka maoto. Ke dumedise abuti Benedict tsiki yo velakas. There man on Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss, he's not really Bola bona high impressive at all. Actually, Junior Khanye kwatile la video nda. And Kadumela, he's not very convincing, but I'm just happy about winner, which is something for a change. So it's something that is very well needed after Nakweteli. Yo, since Sukan Oparera, Santana, we've been psyching, so at least we are winning, even if it's 1-0, 1-1, 2-2. You know, the small scores like now. Otherwise, at least the other things that I'm glad of Hankala K and some both Tembazwani, Le Andilejali, because they probably would have come back badly injured. So I'm very glad because Rotashapa Royal EM ka December.
Nkululeko kunjani mfethu? Ngithi ngiqale ngibulisa wena lapho ngibuza uJunior, ngibulisa uJustice. Bafethu kunjani? Keep on supporting this KTV. Obvious, we are fighting no one mfethu. Yes Nkululeko yini mfethu. Yeah, i-performance yona angikho happy ngayo mfethu, but all I can say that mfethu, let's just support the nation mfethu. We also want to see Bafana ku World Cup mfethu. And I think this thing's happening for the first time mfethu. So let's just support the nation. We know the performance is bad and something like that, but at least don't cheat. Because like if I remember, man, there were high profile coaches they did nothing with high profile players. So must guy don't cheat our future. Sibona ukuthi uyakuphi kalento mfethu.
Nkululeko, my brother, unjani? Yeah, yesterday's performance wasn't good, but we should appreciate 3 points. Another thing, guys, I think we need to appreciate Hugo Bros on 3 months with this team, youngsters. Youngsters, and Snama results and Mabuama stats they are very good, even though our performances they are not that good, if we're being honest. But let us appreciate our results because we've been playing good football before, but we've been failing to win important matches. We've been using our calculators to win. Now the fate is in our hands to go into the third round of qualifying. So we should take the 3 points, guys. We should take the 3 points.
Moja, my brother, ngiyayibona itopic yakho mfethu andigrand yabo. So mfethu ngifuna ukukhuluma mfethu ngayo mfethu indaba Bafana nayizolo game mfethu ibegrand yabo. It was a nice looking game, and I think the main point le show ucoach Bafana uHugo Bros, yeah, ukuthi abadlali badlalanga kahle but some results abegrand awuqinisile. I think especially backline kind of shaky nyana yabo. I think bebengaxhumene kahle no goalkeeper, bengenayo communication, but eswini and up front it was not that bad yabo.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, guys, for those voice notes. 0645250513, 15 minutes before top of the hour. Yeah. Bafana kudala ke nabaqeqeshi. We've changed a lot of coaches. Maybe what I want to dispel is the idea that we've never won. We've actually won under coaches. Every coach has had a spell, whether they have 5 games. I remember one time in 2016, 2017, I stand to be corrected, but Usheks Mashaba had a 13 matches unbeaten run, which is not the same thing as saying he's the Messiah, he must stay there, but a star winner matches. I'm not exactly sure where we get this desperation of wanting to cling on to wins. I understand there's a generational gap where people maybe 10 years ago they were 10 years old and they were not really old enough to understand the context of the country. So manje, maybe it's the first time in their life when they're paying attention to Bafana Bafana. These are 1996 African Cup of Nations champions. They were runners-up in 1998. They were bronze medalists in 2002. In 2000 rather. In 2002, they were in South Korea and Japan. South Africa has set its own standard. Phil Masinga scored one of the most important goals in the history of Bafana Bafana, scoring a goal in 1997, which takes us to the World Cup in 1998. Even if Hugo Bros took us to a World Cup to tomorrow, or any other day or today as a World Cup, it wouldn't be the first time, because in our history we've gone. Phil Masinga scored the goal that took us to the World Cup in 1997, so that we could play in 98 in France. In 2002, Carlos Queiroz took us to South Korea and Japan. We hosted it in 2010. It won't be the first time that we would have a coach who strings on 5 wins or maybe 4 wins in a row, or maybe unbeaten in 7 matches. But it doesn't stop us from saying, look, the quality of what we're dishing out and the inconsistency in selection maybe is something to be questioned.
Yeah, asimnikeni ivar lokuthi khona kungwenye khona elinye point powerful ukuthi we had so many top class high profile coaches but they never won. Which is true. Ring ivar awuthi ukuwina indaba kwenza abantu ukuthi babe ne believe in you. Especially njengamanje one monga check up esidlala ama group stages manje kuya ku decisive between Ghana, but
and even after that kunenye decisive, because even if you're number 1,
yeah, bengisafuna ke lapho Nkululeko, kunabanye abo number 1 kula sedonsa abo Senegal, bona abo Egypt, is gonna Nigeria inzima kakhulu, Ivory Coast kula the best you have to meet. Ileke esi debate thina ukuthi if you win now with these teams that you beating, whereby Ghana they don't have maybe star players of them. Ucholi Ghana ngekho at their best currently. Zimbabwe na khona la hlala nabo about 8 or 9 players.
Upasera be center back.
Yeah, and then we need to be realistic. Mene bakhuluma ivar. Ibheka iGhana izoli game yaba ile South Africa and Ethiopia. Those things we need to be raised. Whereby we don't know ukuthi badraw kanjani, but obviously Ghana nama ngibukele noma ngabadlala South Africa in neutral venue. We cannot say stadium say Ethiopia mara. Psychologically ngibonile idlala role enkulu enikana na iKukraine. Mara Nkululeko we need to be realistic. If the way badlala ngakhona manje ucoach Hugo Bros uzoba nenkinga, abantu bathanda bayithanda, uzoba ne problem. Once it can be tested for real, uzoba ne problem. Ila abantu bazoqala one South Africa banje they praise you. Ama results phela njengoba ngisho kuba mnandi even if you win noma kanjani. For instance, ngenze example, Kevin uCodin Igasin no Kevin Hunt, they've been winning.
Yeah, 4 league titles each.
Yeah, and take nothing away from that. The profile, you will never take away from Kevin and no Coding.
Yeah.
But in modern football, you're struggling. Kevin, I'm checking a bit first. Yes, we need 7 seasons, we need trophy one, we need league or winner a trophy one. But instead, according to him, the standard there was set that you could tell which is struggling. Now, manje, Papega was struggling.
All right, we'll continue with the conversation on the other side of the break.
You're listening to Massive 11.
Hi, my name is Simpio Ngema, and you are listening to the Massive Metro.
At Ripust, we know that South Africans have that powerful natural energy, but we want to give you even more energy. Energy on top of that energy. An ultimate energy. You wake up one day and there's an extra 50,000 in your bank account kind of energy. Now that is energy. And look, buy a promo can of Reboost, follow the instructions, and stand a chance to win and reboost Amakako with your share of 1 million rand. Super special kind of energy. Life-changing. Reboost. Rise with reason.
It's time to feel the quality, the control, the variety, to feel Africa. It's time to go premium free. 25 channels, everything from comedy, lifestyle, reality, sport, kids, and blockbusters, with access to 200 more. Free forever. No cost, no subscription. Take the next step. Tune in and just watch. It's that easy. Start watching premium free today. Why pay? Just watch.
This festive season, choose to bring everyone around and enjoy the best local football. Choose Amadabi, old rivalries, and new cheese boys on the block. Catch all the matches, highlights, and spectacular goals from DSTV Premiership on DSTV Compact for only 409 Rand per month. Babize bonke bazozwidiski. This festive season, choose joy and get DSTV Compact.
This is Massive Metro. Sihamba phambili.
Mna my brother ndingatsho ndithi andikho happy andikho happy into elenza ndingabikho happy samnida umshishi phaa samnida uthembazwane phaa so ngoku xa sizawuvala uthembazwane sibe sibabona uba benza kahle kwi-Sundowns hayi sawuchanakala otherwise hayi andikho happy nge-performance Percy Tau hayi nangoku uthe uba kungene laa ntwana leyana atsho watshintsha uMzantsi watsho noko sayibona le nto siyifunayo.
Nkululeko, my brother, I don't think Bafana is a qualifier for a World Cup. I don't think is a qualifier. Manje kuma-group stages yona izophumelela kodwa uqualify for World Cup ngapha kuma-knock stages I don't think izophumelela.
Sure, Nkululeko now junior. In football, bafethu mina ngihappy nge-performance yabafana because in football there's no right or wrong system to play. It's just a matter of if you're spana. So thina as Bafana Hugo Bruce odlala defensive football nama long ball and spana for Bafana because we won 4 games in a row playing like that. So we philosophy ya Bafana no sidlala defensive football and sevenza. So there's no need for the noise ukuthi sidlale more beautiful if aziyangeke sithola ama-results. So I'm happy nge-performance yabafana because yaspana we won 4 games, we are on top.
Junior Khanye mi bra. Ngibulisa lapha e-studio masakazi. Yabona kule match yabafana bafana. Abasutawu phezulu. Namtshela uhlongwane hayi. Kuye lo nikeza Bafana Bafana tough time la. Yabo. Secondly, esuswini angazi kwenzekani esuswini because ba spread bobabini. Yabo. Wonke umuntu ya spread and okwesibini into ababethile zona. Le long balls basidlalayo. They are playing too much long balls in forward and no one is getting the ball. You see? So ngase bafake la mjito umdansane. Yabona mjito umdansane came up too late. Yabo. Better put umdansane in that place of Kongwane.
Sanibonani Disc TV. I think we just need to be happy that South Africa at least is doing better. Ibhola elidlala kahle doesn't give you 3 points, of which now we are just desperate to get into Qatar. So guys, let's please be positive. Let's don't only be positive to Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah, winning is winning. Dirty or clean, it's winning. For now, there's no talent in that team, but positive and energy in Nandi.
All right, so there you go. Thank you so much for those voice notes to everyone. It is what it is. Greece in 2004, they won the Euro, and then they disappeared into obscurity. Nothing was learnt about their victory because it was just a random sequence of 7 matches, which some of them they drew and then they won. 1997, at the beginning of the Premier Soccer League, the league that we cherish now, it was won by a team called Manning Rangers, coached by Gordon Igesund. We never heard anything from them again in the Manning Rangers. In fact, it does not exist anymore. In 2000 or 2001, Santos, coached by Gordon Igesund, won the league. Nothing insignificant, typical long ball football. Santos is now in the ABC Motsepe League. If it's not purposeful, if you don't know how you did it, you won't know how to repeat it tomorrow. Junior Khanye, let's look forward to Bafana versus Ghana.
Yeah, ishinzima le game kule ngitshelile Ghana is a grand.
Yeah.
But thina we are a team that without the structure siyawina but without knowing ukuthi iswina kanjani. We don't know how to maintain a position We hardly separate the ball. The strengths each other sazi. Eslose ibhola ngokuphasa. Losing the ball. Uteam njengeGhana efuna ukuwina believe iGhana has been in the World Cup several times. iGhana I don't think izoba kahle kibo. If bawina le game bana believe that they can go through. Ngoba iVAR ukuthi it will die. I-performance previous is not gonna work kule game. Now South Africa.
Oh yeah, for both teams. It doesn't matter how they got there.
Yeah.
The most important match is that game on Sunday.
Yeah, both teams.
Yeah.
South Africa, whether they play bad yesterday, but good game. Our results or previous is not gonna work. Ghana same. It's like if an derby. Yeah, boy derby, you don't need any motivation. Let's break it to make it. So whoever that will apply himself very well, who's used to bigger stage, individual players, especially good play Ghana, even if they're not gonna play as a team, but individual Nkululeko. I know this guy Jonathan Ayu is overcome.
Yeah, Jordan, Andre Ayu, Baba Itu Bebekona.
Jordan,
Izolo.
Yeah, but Nimboni Izolo not much. But is Nyambono Ayu the Andre, the Jonathan. It's very, very dangerous. Nkululeko dangerous. And in front, I'm not too sure about the crowd. Are they gonna be there?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we'll find it on Sunday.
Yeah, because
they're gonna be allowed, because that's another factor.
I understand that you. They can say 95,000 around. It's already rolling cool. Ngoba la Bafana be South Africa. I don't think they've been back bafika so far much. Ining labo, okay, bakhona abo pace they did and stuff, but in majority they never been bafika the stages there. It decided after especially World Cup qualifiers, ukuthi qualifying game siyahamba or siyahlala. Mina Nkululeko ngizotshela iVAR watching the game there Sunday, iGhana izoyiwina le game. iGhana they very experienced. Ngibabonile abadlalanga kahle because of ngibonile I think mangicheck isquad sabo. They've got so many new players.
They've had a problem of not being able to select certain players because of the COVID.
Yeah.
And then game, because the game on Sunday is game number 6. Game number 1, 2, 3, they were not able to select players from Europe mostly. Game number 4, 5, Izolo, na 6. It's a combination of newer players with a few experienced players. So it's a good observation. Yeah. I saw Uti Nabo, Banenkinga Yoti, Omo Barak Wakaso, Christian Atsu. A lot of the players that they would have preferred to invite them, they can't invite them.
They've got so many new players.
Yes.
They even impacted Plagibo. They failing to understand the coach the way for Nabatala corner. And then they playing more transition play. But behind the defense. But Gabo Nag. In Taba dangerous now. Once they got the ball, especially up front. They miss so many, but by opportunities.
All right, you were saying you are definitely sure that Ghana is going to win.
In Jobang sure they've got new players, but Banama experienced players that you can rise. No matter which team and they're playing home. In fact, there is a possibility to get fans I believe. And South Africa, inexperience.
All we need is a draw, but
inexperience. You cannot defend from the first whistle. The way they were playing yesterday is not. Nyas Gule came, Joshua, it's a new ball came, but they're not convincing Guzaga and Nkululeko. Good bang a winner, especially according to Ikana. Pound to pound.
All right, we'll come back on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching us. There are some prediction videos out as well that you'll get from Mutso Vilagazi, Junior Khanye. Thank you for watching the videos from yesterday. Unfortunately, we could only upload them about midnight because the game ended midnight. We'll come back now on Sunday. Disagree or agree with us, but of course, we'll come back and we'll give it as it is. If the match was bad, it was bad. If it was good, it was good. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Massive Metro. Eyomphakathi.